After a few minutes, Alice explains what had happened earlier.
I see. So you spotted an unidentified glowing object outside your window and came here for help. But I didn't expect Lucy to be the one who sent you.
Oh, Lucy? Okay.
Wait, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, Lucy is part of one of the quote-unquote royal families of the city, so it makes sense that she'd know someone else. Well, we're technically even another princess of another wealthy family. Let's put it that way.
Oh dear.
Honest, Ms. Montefiore and I both attended the Celestia School for Girls. Even after she broke ties with her father and left without a word, we've still always kept in touch.
Okay.
Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumix's staff for help with this, but it's late, and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by morning, something this strange will just be brushed off and not taken seriously.
Okay.
After hearing rumors that Alice might only be on the inspection team because of her family name, I asked Fairy to look into the time fields. Turns out, she's likely here in place of her grandfather who's fallen ill.
Information from the exposition fairy. But
We're not sure exactly what happened, but Alice was probably threatened. Either way, Porcelumix clearly doesn't take her seriously. It's outrageous how they're treating her so differently from the other guests.
Since Ms. Montefiore spoke so highly of you both, I'd like to ask for your help in investigating the unidentified object that appeared outside my window.
I think they forgot to put the effects on that second half there.
Wait, hold up. I just realized something. Just need to swallow some food there. They called them by names. Lucy, you didn't tell her about the other thing about these two, did you, Lucy?
We'll have to see.
As agreed, I'll be staying in Wi-Fi Peninsula for another 2 weeks. And if this issue isn't settled, it's going to be a real problem.
So, Belle, what do you think about this?
Well, she is a friend of Lucy's, so let's give her a hand. Our last meeting was a little awkward, but that was mostly on us. Alright, mostly on me.
Okay, seriously, what did we do? Actually, I think I might know what, but we'll have to get there.
Do you charge per case? Or perhaps you work on a daily or hourly rate? If it's about the commission fee, please don't worry. My Ether Dynamics tutor used to charge for every 5 minutes in each lesson.
Okay.
What?
Well,
That's a new one.
Well, I guess if the price is at least reasonable, it would be better than, well, paying someone hourly and only getting like 45 minutes of of anything done. But, well, let's... She's part of a rich family, of course the price is going to be out of the freaking roof.
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. You came here for help, and you're even a friend of someone we know. Of course we'll lend a hand. Don't worry.
Right.
Here at Yunque's Summit, we're not only skilled in the mystic arts, we're also good at tracking things down and getting to the bottom of mysteries.
Okay, why are you suddenly so interested in this when you earlier said we're not Ghostbusters?
And also, Pam, you also know Lucy? Or just chiming in?
Chiming in, I think.
Seriously, Signorine Who? Are you already speaking on our behalf?
Hey, come on now. What do you mean, speaking on your behalf, huh? let me tell you, the Timefield family isn't just loaded, they're on a whole nother level. Whether Beeline and the others get paid leave, and whether Senior Fufu gets to eat meat next month, all depend on you two now.
Like, are you people actually that fucking broke? I guess the answer to that is yes. That's a full yes.
Stop putting more pressure on me, Senior.
Miss Timefield, why don't you stay with us tonight? Get a good night's rest, and after breakfast tomorrow, Junior Bell will go with you to investigate.
Are you both really willing to take this commission? Please don't feel obligated if you'd rather not get involved with the people Porcelumix have brought recently.
No need to worry, Miss Timefield. If you need help, we're more than willing to take the commission.
Thank you so much. I'll be staying here tonight then.
You help Alice settle in her room at Sweetbien Temple.
Oh, I just realized something comical.
No.
Yesterday, they announced a new DLC for Age of Wonders, and a surprise new form or species they released. They didn't mention about going to do one this season. And the cultures, for the people, they have cultures such. A new culture, the Nomads, and the new surprise species that comes along with it is Hair Folk.
Well, I would assume that most people would have hair, but we all know the actual word you're using there.
Yeah, bunnies. So you just realize, okay, they announced rabbits yesterday, and now we're here and meeting another rabbits.
Okay, I'll need to double check if I got Age of Wonders 4. I think I have 3, but I get the feeling that either way it goes with the bunny people having a boost to population growth, whether they get it or not, people are going to bitch about it.
They don't need to. They already some social traits that all cultures can take for a population boost.
Okay.
And so, yeah, the bunnies will have something probably related to jumping or something.
Phew, finally got everything settled. Senior Yinhu and Weiss have gone back to their rooms. I should head to bed too. Oop. Thank you. But yeah, if they get a boost to population growth, people are of course going to make jokes about bunnies and multiplying. And if they don't, then people are going to, well, make jokes that the devs didn't have the balls to do it.
Oh, they don't need to, for they have already done it in the first vanilla game with basically one that is nature-oriented called Adapt Settlers that give you extra population to take an area, and then they have a chaos one that's called something Swarmers.
Okay.
Allow them to increase population faster for a town to grow faster. So, and then we even have spell tombs that help with population growth as well. There's even a tomb called the nature tomb called Tomb of Fertility. So you about bunnies, you don't need to worry.
People are going to make all the freaking jokes themselves then.
They already have the things they can use for it to begin with. The only thing that forms now have is that you can alter is bodily things like resistance, health, adaptation, but nothing regard to population. Population is an entire social thing instead.
Okay.
But I guess some of those they're gonna include as a finished character probably have one of those things.
Anyways, better get some sleep. We've got an investigation to run first thing tomorrow. Comfy bed, here I come.
Oh, that looks comfy indeed.
As expected, you fall asleep the moment you hit the bed, and the next morning... Don't punch your beds, Belle. Miss Bell, hi, I'm Alice. Your brother just gave me your knock-knock contact info. Looking forward to connecting with you. Wise sure moves fast. I'm really sorry for reaching out so early and bothering you. Let's see. No worries, I was just about to look for you. Already up. Okay.
What's her icon?
Okay, that's herself with a constellation over her head.
Oh, yeah, what the heck?
Okay. Alright, I'll be waiting for you here at the Sweepian Temple atrium. And apparently we still have messages from Nicole from somewhere.
Oh, I think I know what the other ones with orange shirts are.
Yep. Trainees.
Yeah, or you could say fresh recruits.
Yeah. Also, this is, I believe, the most animation we've seen on a single character out in the world like this, huh?
Yeah, uh-oh, Captain, don't... Too late, you already noticed them. You know, thankfully that's not Oscar. If you let Oscar turn into that, I would be worried.
Yeah. Like, these cats look like they should be compatible with t-shirt cannons.
Wait, what? No, that would not fit and begin with no. 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 People.
Yeah, do
If
not
someone
try to
does
put
that-
animals in that.
Yeah, you would go to jail and no one would feel sorry for it. Oh, people would not feel sorry for you for going to jail
Good morning,
if you see
Miss
some...
Bell.
You know what I
Sorry for
mean.
causing trouble
Yeah.
by showing up so late last night.
But you got to be honest. Some of these cats look just like freaking round tubes.
Yeah, like, I can see it be funny in a cartoon, but again, if you see someone do that to a cat, call the police.
Yeah.
If someone does that to a cat, they deserve to go to jail.
And let's see. I had it. Okay, I do have Age of Wonders 3, but not 4. I should probably look at picking it up on discount at some point. But if there is one game one long-term game I've got my eye on at the moment for buying, it's Timberborn.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And yes, it is because of a certain engineer.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, now I'm curious if there's beaver thyrans. Anyways,
Oh, now.
there.
It's no big deal. You came to us for help. And no need to be so formal. Just Belle is fine.
All right, then please feel free to call me Alice.
You seem a little tired. Did the thought of what you saw outside last night keep you up?
Not at all. Having all of you nearby made me feel quite safe. It's just the scrolls hanging in the room were all tilted by 2 to 10 degrees, and when I was about to sleep after fixing them, I noticed that the 2 vases by the bed didn't match.
Yeah, we've got ourselves a bit of a neurotic bunny on our hands, huh?
Well, so wait. Her name is Alice.
Yeah.
She's a bunny. And her name is... her last name is...
Seinfeld.
And what word rhymes with the first word of her last name?
Time.
And what is the device a certain rabbit from Alice in Wonderland is running around with?
A watch. Almost said clock, but it's a watch specifically, I believe. A pocket watch.
Yeah, I wonder... how much... how deep did they go with this name? Are they talking just about the plant, or is the plant just a hidden pun about the old involving Alice in Wonderland?
I guess we'll have to see how deep this rabbit hole goes, huh?
Oh dear.
Sorry, you have to see this side of me. This nitpicky habit of mine is a disgrace to my family's name.
Oh, no, it's not that bad. Swabian Temple just lives up to its name.
Yeah, whatever temple, huh?
Thank you for understanding. By the way, about that thing I saw outside my window last night. If you don't mind, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Why don't we take a look around the lower floor of your building first? Since it appeared outside your window, there might be leads outside.
Okay, sure. Good thing you suggested starting outside. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but I don't dare step back into that room until we know exactly what I saw.
What we saw looked like a freaking electrocuted raccoon or something.
Raccoon or Tanuki? Also, Captain, take a look at the chat.
Let's see. Yeah, Jess, I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. Mr. Rabbit, Alice in Wonderland. Okay. Now I'm kind of curious how a retelling of Alice in Wonderland would go if Alice was neurotic as all fuck.
There probably some out there.
Good chance. I believe Alice in Wonderland is about as retold in different ways as Red Riding Hood's, Snow White and such. Just the classics and such.
Yeah.
Now I'm reminded of something absolutely stupid, right? Just tangentially. I was about to suggest Cinderella as one of the core fairy tales as one, and then I just reminded in one of the direct-to-DVD videos or something. I don't know exactly what happens, but apparently Prince Charming or something is told that he can't take another step down the stairs for some stupid reason, perhaps to chase someone or something. He's forbidden it by the king, so what the king says goes. So what does the stupid motherfucker do? He dives out of the nearest fucking window.
Oh, for love of...
I kind of want to track down a copy of that movie just to see what the hell he was after. But at least he didn't disobey his father. I'm pretty sure defenstration is typically supposed to be done to others, not to oneself. Defenstration being, well, throwing something out of a window.
Head first, so I don't think that counts if he did that to himself, unless he had made a wait, but I think I should stop there before I give myself a headache again.
From what I remember, some of the Disney direct-to-DVD sequels go absolutely nuts. But, yeah, I'll have to track those down sometime. Let's see. Miss Belle, shall we head out to investigate the area below my apartment building? Sure, let's go now. More immersive storytelling.
Alice,
Actually,
let's talk about last night. You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang?
Yes, and it went pitch dark outside the window. I pulled back the curtains and saw large, slanted shadows. And there was a glowing skeleton stuck between the shadows and the glass.
Here we are. I'm staying at the building on the left. Okay, I can't tell what that left sign is for, but it looks snazzy as all hell, at least. It's Cinderella Prince window. Yep, Cinderella Prince jumps out window. Okay, let's see. Didn't expect such an unremarkable building. Due to the influx of visitors from TOPS and the inspection team, Porcelumix ran out of rooms in their guest building, so I was arranged to stay here instead. Yeah, so the figurehead gets shoved off to the less nice neighborhoods. Or less posh building. Let's see. Huh? Look at the ground over there. There's all kinds of items scattered around. Alright, let's go check it out. Time to be a trash panda? Let's see. A bunch of miscellaneous items are scattered on the ground near the vending machine. A recycling bin for empty cans, flower pots, fresh soil. Huh? Where did these flower pots come from? When I passed by here yesterday evening, there weren't any around. I don't remember seeing any flower pots here either. Oh, look, there's an identical flower pot on that balcony over there. I can't believe they'd put a flower pot in such a dangerous location. If anyone in our household did something that irresponsible, Mr. Arnold would certainly scold them. I'm guessing that's the butler? If he ever appears and has spoken lines or unspoken lines, we know what to do, huh?
Explain?
Schwarzenegger accent.
And I thought you wanted to do a typical British butler accent.
Now I kind of want to see someone try to mix together the two, like a British butler with an Arnold Schwarzenegger exaggerated accent. Mr. Arnold? Oh, he's our butler. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Your family's pretty strict, huh? Yes, as grandfather said, morality and responsibility are the foundation of the Thinefields, so we cannot neglect even small matters like flower pots. Yet, to be honest, flower pots left out like that, without anything to stop them, yeah, you just need to accidentally nudge one, or a cat needs to jump up there in a poor way, or hell, even a strong wind, and that thing might kill someone on the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered something. After that skeleton and huge tilted shadow flashed by outside the window, there was another noise from downstairs. It must have been the sound of a falling flower pot. That's another important clue. The balcony with the flower pots is quite a bit lower than Alice's window. Maybe whatever scared Alice fell to the ground along with the flower pots? Quite a fall, then. Okay. This is the guest house where Alice lives. Let's look around carefully for any clues. Alice, which floor do you live on? The second to last floor, the one with the advert. Okay, that explains why we're looking at that. The window is right next to the drain pipe on the left side of the billboard. Okay. So... okay, I can't honestly... okay, those are both supposed to be windows. I'm guessing the closer one is maybe for like a bathroom or something. How big was that shadow? Huge. Basically covering the entire window. There's nothing near the window that could support such a massive object. The drain pipes and adverts have very limited capacity. Where did that dark shadow come from? Ah, I see.
I can see what?
Yeah, big-ass crane.
Yeah, not a bird. The machine.
What did you find? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Yesterday, while I was in my room, I kept hearing noise from around here. It turns out there's a construction site not far behind. Okay, those typically tend to make themselves known. Let's see. Yeah, I can see a huge tower crane. Wait, a tower crane? Oop. Beverage box. Was that Alice, or what was that squeak?
That might be them. From what I thought it was you, then realized no, you don't squeak.
The overturned drinks crate must have been hit by that flower pot, but why would this lone box end up all the way over here? Yeah, it's weird for it to be here. Upon closer inspection, there are a number of thin scratches on the surface of the box. No, wait, those look like claw marks from some small animal. You have a gut feeling you're onto something, and before you know it, you lift the box. Oh, there's a trail of tiny footprints in fluorescent paints. It's glow-in-the-dark paint. Glow-in-the-dark paint. The exact same color as that glowing skeleton I saw last night. Looks like we found our perp.
Belle, have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
I think our guesses are probably pretty close.
Really? Then let's go over what we found together. First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
It's... yeah, probably some cargo hanging from the tower crane. Those tend to be pretty noisy when they're moving, but then again, it might be different here. That it's higher quality and thus less noisy.
Still, at nighttime, we know that many things are louder at night since there's less sound pollution.
True. And it would have been more easily heard, and I'm pretty sure that construction cranes aren't allowed to work in the nights.
Wait. We did hear a noise during the cutscene, which woke her up to go look at the window.
Good point on that, yeah.
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. The cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate.
Okay, a detail re-remembered.
Now, onto the flower pot. Why do you think the flower pot fell?
The virgins from the chat. Let's see. It was knocked over by that skeleton.
It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up. But that little thing couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot.
You're actually pretty lucky that it was probably light cargo or something. Because, well, we know how big those shipping containers can be, and the amount of damage one of those could do if it were to swing into a building. Which is again why those things are not really allowed to be worked in the dark. So is there more going on behind this?
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves us with just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
There's no doubt. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in glow-in-the-dark paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes. There's no paint on the drain pipe, so the little creature most likely hitched a ride on the cargo. It was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later on, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot.
Okay, but why was it... First, why was it on the cargo in the first place? Second, why was it painted?
But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, there's no way it could have dressed itself up like that.
Yeah.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. That's going too far. Belle, since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby. If we follow them, we might be able to find whoever or whatever's behind this.
Okay, I'm a bit unsure if
Look
it
over
was
here.
specifically aimed
The
at
footprints
Alice.
Go up the pillar to the overpass.
Okay.
Let's
What
follow them
the-
and check it out.
How could they? I can't believe someone
That's quite a
actually
climb.
used an animal to pull a prank.
Like, that is a 90-degree scamper that they had to pull there. Okay. Up there. Up.
The footprints
There we
stop
go.
Here. Did it jump off? Let's go down and take a look.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM. Here is a
There it
proverb.
is.
A cornered rabbit will bite.
Very.
Barry, you're not helping.
The footprints disappear here.
Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone?
Nope.
So you were behind yesterday's pranks. The real culprit.
Manitou?
What? Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming. What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all. Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you are the owner of this tanuki?
It is a
Tanuki.
tanuki.
A tanuki that looks like a mix between Rocket Raccoon and one of the village people.
Okay.
His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh. What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases.
And does that pleases involve it painting himself?
Excuse me for being presumptuous.
Wait a minute. We came here to confront them. Yet somehow, it feels like Alice just got completely shut down.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind. So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount.
This sounds familiar.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. No, wait. We're not here to shop. Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other. And yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor.
Wait, what?
What?
Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place.
Okay, what are you on about?
Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Oh no, I think she has misunderstood the situation.
Yeah, also, I'm pretty sure even Mr. Fantastic would have a bit of a difficulty with getting that stretch.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Lana Minato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
Excuse me, can I say something? Porcelumex brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the inspection team, none dared to defy Porcelumex. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target?
It certainly looks like it.
I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training, Belle, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look.
Okay, see, you keep on going this and I'm going to kick your ass.
Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again.
Okay, then how the hell was it supposed to happen? Now, does this also mean that you were the one who hijacked the cargo crate and almost smashed the building?
I really appreciate you saying that. But you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night? No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance. Minato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
Okay.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
Right, says the big bad good wolf.
So from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
Nope. Special porcelain shard. A porcelain shard of relatively high purity. From the looks of it, it probably used to be part of a large device. Okay, but there's hardly anything of it, so hard to say what it even might be. Oh, it's actually 3D. I thought it was 2D. Okay.
Either a box or portal something.
Yeah. It's a cover of some sort, so don't seem to be any... that could be a lock. But what would it even... There's nothing for it to lock into here.
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain. Also, was it my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
What?
Obscura?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow.
Okay. It actually makes a point, like... I'm pretty sure the only way ether is typically extracted is inside of those sealed canisters, huh?
Yeah.
Although an obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Okay, but that means that someone is making a porcelain reactor.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Minato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way. What a stroke of luck!
Could someone explain what just happened?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the Hollow, items not listed in the official registry. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Of course.
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the Hollow.
Where did you find this shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloom Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the Hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts. Let's go, Manito! We're heading to Siloom Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumex and give them a real scandal to deal with. Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that?
Yeah.
It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right?
I think the accurate term would be scared bunny.
Of course not. But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable. Belle, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly.
Soon after, Alice leaves.
You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Can I come with you to Siloom Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the Hollow.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day. Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door.
Hold up. How do you know that detail?
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Belle away. Still, we have no
Wait, did
reason
you
to turn down
tell?
the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Manito, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Okay, that's a new line. Okay, between... I don't remember there being a wolf in Alice in Wonderland. So who between these two is the hatter then? Anyways,
Scene.
let's see. Belle, sorry I didn't get to say hi earlier. It's hard to get a word in when Yuzura's around. What the heck, Manado? That's so mean. You guys are pretty close, huh? We're classmates. Though we've got a ton of students from Wi-Fi Peninsula, standout characters like Manto are pretty rare, and those who are both eye-catching and genuinely nice people are even rarer. Okay. That's why you decided to investigate the Obscura? Don't just go along with what she says. Actually, Yuzura was the one who wanted to investigate, but I also think we can't let Porcelumex get away with just a slap on the wrist. Yeah, he was investigating the accidents earlier as well. Anyway, let's head to Siloom Bay and ask around. Speaking of Siloom Bay, what kind of place is it? It's an area near the shore, but low Phylum Heights. In the past, Luminite ore mined from the hollow was washed there first. Now quite a few residents have moved in. The elevator at Sribian Temple's entrance goes straight to Silum Bay. Should have been fixed last week. So the elevator goes to Silum Bay. I think I've seen a repair notice before. Let's go check it out. Okay, I'm guessing that before Chapter 2 released, that elevator would have been out of commission. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this? Okay, that's another... It's another station. Oh, hello.
The elevator's still out of service? But I heard the repairs were already finished.
Okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Though the repairs have been completed, some facilities and services, like the Wi-Fi cable car, have recently been suspended due to safety concerns.
Safety concerns? What exactly do you mean?
Like, shouldn't the repairs have already made sure that it's running well?
Sorry. I don't know much about the specifics since the Wi-Fi cable car is operated under Porcelumex. You can contact their service hotline. Customer support will be able to provide you with more detailed information.
Right. Because customer support is always so very supportive, huh?
Then, is there another way to get to Silum Bay?
As far as I know, there aren't any other routes available at the moment.
What a shame. I heard Silum Bay is on the seaside, and the scenery at sunset is supposed to be stunning.
If it's a seaside view you're after, you could take the cable car to Lemnian Island. It offers a close view of the Hollow, and since Porcelumex has staff stationed there, it's fairly safe.
Are you saying the edge of the Hollow is somehow safer than a seaside residential area?
No. That's not what I meant.
Also, if this is the only way up and down here, how the hell have people who live down there been able to get groceries and such? Unless there's a shop down there, but that also changes the question, then how have they been getting supplies?
I'm not trying to be difficult. Since I can't get to Silum Bay, I suppose I'll just wander around the area for a while.
Yeah, this reeks of someone not wanting people to go there, or rather not wanting a specific person to go there.
Thank you so much for your understanding.
On the other side?
Looks like the elevator's still out of service.
Silum Bay is home to many who were left homeless after the fall of the old capital. Their living conditions aren't great, and they handle most of the hardest and most dangerous jobs in the Hollow. If the inspection team were to catch wind of something sensitive from the locals there, it'd be a real headache for Porcelumex. So they went ahead and blocked the road entirely.
Of course.
There must be other ways to get to Silum Bay, right? After all, the elevator wasn't always here.
Exactly. That whole no other route nonsense is just something Porcelumex tells outsiders to fool them.
You can go around the mountain by taking the upper highway, and then head down from the other side. It'll just take a little longer.
It'll just take a little longer. Easy for you to say. We're not all made of pure muscle like you.
I guess I could probably carry both of you together.
If it's to be on the shoulders, might could we get some could we get some cushions from the temple first, because those spikes do not look comfortable to sit on.
I don't think cushions will help. Spikes of all.
Take it so literally. I was just complaining a little. But knowing how thorough that Damien from Porcelumex is, they might have even secured the mountain paths to keep people away from Silum Bay.
Good point. Yuzuha and I will go check things out first, Belle. Let's meet up later at the mountain highway.
Shortly after, Yuzuha and Minato leave. You return to Swabian Temple with the Obscurus shard and briefly tell Weiss what had happened that morning. There we got to play a bit of a Scooby-Doo mystery. How's it going, Wise? Can you sense anything? I can sense some etheric matter, but I can't tell if it's a sacrifice or not. My ether perception has always been weaker, and I've barely used the perception technique that Shifu taught us. But I agree, this thing's super suspicious. We should definitely look into it properly. Belle, I'll come with you to Silum Bay using EOS. I might be able to help. Alright, let's go together. After tidying up a bit, you set out with EOS.
I wonder how things are going with Monato and Yuzuha. Let's go check.
Okay.
Have you had a baby bird of some sort over there?
Okay. Up we go. And up we go. Alright. Were they thorough or did they leave some stitches hanging? Actually, I think you've been a bit on edge ever since you saw that rich girl. I don't want Belle to think you're a mean person. I couldn't care less about that lady. Besides, what does it matter if people think I'm mean? You gotta put your habit of worrying about everyone on the back burner and think about how we're gonna deal with those patrolling security mechs instead. Is something wrong? Perfect timing. We just finished our investigation and Damien has, as expected, taken care of the mountain paths too. He blocked them off and temporarily prohibited any residents from passing through, under the pretext that remnants of the Exaltus might be trying to escape. And he even got all kinds of security mechs patrolling there 24/7. So, you mean the mountain path's full of machines right now? Yeah, they've got triple the strength of a normal person, and they never get tired. This ain't gonna be easy. No, this just gets way easier. Yeah? Vaguely explain Fairy's abilities. So you're saying you've got this killer AI that can perfectly wipe out surveillance footage as long as it's not human patrols? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty handy, right? Though we could have probably left out the AI bit. Phew. Good thing the princess isn't here right now, or she'd definitely be all, absolutely not, you cannot do that. You say you don't care. Alright, Belle, let's roll. Minato and I will handle shutting down the enemies. You take care of wiping those visual logs. Minato was totally ignored. Alright, if we're all set, let's head out. Let's go. Okay.
Not gonna read that?
Let's see. An old mountain path connecting Freedom Heights. I thought there was more generic stuff. For the cable cars and elevators were built, this road served as the main transportation route. With the stunning scenery, the nearby villas have gradually caught the eye of the wealthy in recent years. Okay.
We just have to follow this track to get to Silum Bay. Watch out! There's security mechs patrolling up ahead. Kama says he doesn't really like the vibe here, and I second that.
Okay, what are you, the Tanuki Whisperer? Okay. Nope.
We've got enemies.
Okay, User, huh? User's EX special attack can inflict sweet scare on enemies. When the active character attacks enemies in this state, it triggers Flavor Match, causing them to continuously take damage matching that character's attributes. Okay. So, you apply that first, and then okay, then it basically will apply that, attack with something else, and it will basically add a DPS of whatever element you used. When other squad members land hits on enemies, Yusaha launches basic attack Hard Candy Shot around the enemy. When this attack hits enemies affected by Sweet Scare with a heavy attack, Yusaha will consume sugar points to deal additional damage and anomaly accumulation. Okay, so he's an off-field attacker.
Don't go too hard, Monato, or people will notice the damage.
Can we implant the mech with memories of accidentally falling or something?
The agent suggestion is worthy of consideration.
Okay, I think it would be a bit suspicious if too many people, if too many of those bots had implanted memories. Nope. What are you up to? Yes? What's wrong, Yusa? Ever since we set out, I've had this feeling someone's been tailing us. Barry, can you feel that? Sorry, there are no available video recording devices on this mountain path. Who on earth could it be? Shh, they're coming. Of course.
Oh, it's you.
Oh my... Oh!
Okay, I think that might have alerted any dog tyrants in the area.
Okay, I did not expect... Okay, it wasn't too painful, but it did surprise me. It did... Bloody heck, my ears are tingling a little bit from that. Unpleasantly, like... You know how ears can tingle or something, like... from sudden sharp sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just happened to me. It was not in pain, but just...
She basically sounds like a freaking whistle.
Alice, don't be scared. It's us. Belle, it's you. You frightened me.
We noticed, and so did the entire neighborhood.
You were the one sneaking around behind us. And yet you got so scared like that. So what are you doing here?
Mizukinami? Mr. Komano? I'd like to help you with the Obscura investigation. I gave it some thought after heading back. If I'm part of the investigation team, but can't do anything, I wouldn't be able to ever forgive myself.
In case you forgot, you were brought in by Porcelumex. If they ever discovered you helped us, things could end badly for you. And if you always worry too much about living up to other people's standards, you'll only grow up to be a useless person someday.
Whoa.
Okay, yeah. Yusaha coming out with the barbs.
You're worried
the thorns.
Porcelumex might come after her, right? Still, you might have gone a little too far with your warning just now.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for your opinion.
I've shot at you.
Alice, are you really sure it's okay for you to join us?
Thank you, Belle. Don't worry about me. Mr. Blackwood may be strict, but from what I've heard, he at least honors his contracts. And since what we're investigating isn't related to a safety issue, even if word gets out, I'll have my ways to handle it. Also, while what Miss Ukinami said earlier was fair, at its core, doesn't it still count as just another form of trying to measure up to other people's standards? As a member of the Timefield family, I take full responsibility for my choices. So please, there's no need to worry.
Alrighty, but you heard our plan. After investigating Siloon Bay, we'll likely be heading into the Hollow. That's not exactly the kind of place for a noble lady to take a stroll.
That's even less of a concern. One can't become a proper Hollow scholar without field research, so I've undergone professional sword training and Hollow survival drills since childhood.
Alright then, I've got no objections. What about you, Monato?
Welcome aboard.
Meanwhile,
A patrol
Legion
mech is
of Doom.
approaching. Careful.
Okay, let me guess then. We've had one character intro.
More animation? Did we have a lot of animations this season?